It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Inside me,
All right. Welcome back to the OG Minifans show on the Kirkman and Network. I'm Steve from Providence, TJ Hubbard, Tim and Canton, R.A. Minahan, and special guest tonight, Madawaska Rob. Now, the last time I seen you was, I believe, at Milton's. Is that right?
No, was that Sacco? Was that after Sacco or before Sacco? I saw you in Sacco. Not that you remember, but I saw you there.
Yep.
And we talked, and you giving me shit about dressing up as a fucking costume or whatever that I had the show before that.
Sure.
But yeah, that was the last time. It's been a while.
No, what happened? No, I don't know. I don't believe I asked. Did you hit rehab or something?
No. So what happened was I basically going through a midlife crisis. I always said I'd fucking live till about 76, 77 years old. I'm 38. So I'm like right in the middle of it. So I don't know. Career-wise, my career sucks. I hate what I fucking do. I've hated what I've been doing for a while, and I see all these meathead idiots that are in entertainment these days making money, and it bothers the hell out of me. And I just can't. I just couldn't take it. So I had to take some time off, did some golfing, watch some TV. You know,
you buy a 68 Ford Galaxy?
Yeah. I know. You know what? I actually drive a 2016 Subaru Crosstrek. I drive that.
Oh yeah.
That everybody gives me shit about.
Can you put that wig back on real quick?
Did you did you learn how to fence?
Yes, I was.
I
was fencing. I was, thinking about transitioning. It was, everything was going on. So,
it's good to have you back, buddy. You were sorely missed. I tell you that much. It's good staring you.
So, in taking time away, you stopped doing the YouTube show. You just kind of disappeared altogether. You made some life changing. Some things at your home in your personal life. You changed some things in your life. Are you planning on doing a YouTube show again? Because I found it funny.
Oh yeah,
love that show.
I hope so. I mean, I think I will. It's people think that it's like easy and you don't do it. I'm not like a one take Rich Kelleher type of guy. I have to edit. You know what I mean? I have to go back and I have to look at stuff. I have the things flying everywhere, so it takes a little while and. I had to figure out whether I wanted to do that or do a little bit more work, and I did neither. So that's what I did. Yeah.
No, did you switch employment?
Huh?
Did you switch employment?
I'm getting there. I'm trying. Steve knows my next job. Yeah. So I mean, I'm working on something.
Good.
Yeah. Nice. So today we wanted to have you back since I seen that you activated your Twitter account. Wanted to have you back, and then today was the end of the raffle. 44 tickets drawn, and you were lucky enough to grab one of the
big winner.
Fucking
big winner.
Funny how that happens.
No, I think Kevin from Bristol at the was he at the vigil?
Yes, he was at the vigil.
I was also at the vigil. I was I was behind the scenes before anybody knew who I was. So I have been in Madawaska, and now I got this one. So I'm going to be at every show.
That's good.
Yeah. Pretty happy.
Not every show.
Why? Which one did I miss?
Not every show.
Which one did I miss?
There's one that a few of us don't have our pin for, and it still pisses me off to this day. But two of the people on the show have their F1.
The Foxwoods. The
Foxwoods.
Still pisses me off. I didn't
go
to
bright night. Never gonna forget that one. Glad I made it.
So there was a lot of
congrats, Rob.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
44 tickets. A couple up for grabs. One of them that call today. I don't know. Alright, did you listen to that guy describe how he was going to eat? Like I don't know what's going on.
It was pretty gross. It was pretty beat. Like when they were talking about him throwing it back up and then eating his puke, it was a little much.
I have zero problem with that talk. Zero. In fact, I don't know if I'd rather see that, pay to see that, or pay to see Kirk. I really am torn. I think I'd like to see it.
I don't think I'd like to see that.
Like I'm willing to put myself through.
It's a hot take, but I'll stand by it.
A fair amount of torture. I think 88 miles is a fair distance.
There's no way you survive that, by the way.
I'm gonna give it my best shot. I really am gonna try my
You're
best.
gonna die halfway there.
But I would literally rather do that than I was dry heaving today. I'm getting weak stomach lately. I don't know what it is. Like I'm just coming a major pussy.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's fucking like the thought of some guy eating fucking
hormones kicking in.
The fucking hot dogs out of that bowl. With the fucking
Are you getting hot flashes too at all?
Then they said the biscuits in there. It is fucking gross.
Dude, if they're anything like those hot dogs that Steve served at the hot dog contest after he microwaved them, and then they went cold afterwards, he's in for a fucking rude awakening because those were fucking.
I think they'll be a little worse than
gross.
No, that's
so you having hot flashes too?
It's just fucking nasty.
Hello menopause.
So I was listening. So in 2 weeks, what do we got? A week from Sunday, we have the
powering through.
Yep.
The live show, and stop it, please. So a week from Sunday is the live show.
Cold hot dogs in a toilet.
Can someone tell?
So do you think they would make them like with the hot dog, like wipe the inside of the toilet bowl and then eat it kind of like a sauce or like it's some kind of topping?
I would think like tongs out of it, like you go to
tongs. No, not tongs. He's gonna be like
tongs. So there's tongs.
Tie your hands behind your back and get down there.
That'd be really hard to get in there if they don't put the seat up. But if you use tongs, then you're gonna get whatever's growing in there on the bun too.
Dude,
like an organic relish.
Hold up. Yeah. You guys saw the toilet, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's enough. That's
so
they did say something's growing on the back of it. Steve said there might be hair growing in it.
New pandemic going on.
So now, Steve, they went over a little bit of the menu, I believe, a week ago or something. Can someone tell Robinson that no one likes those red fucking hot dogs?
Those are
I'm not gonna tell him that.
Disgusting.
They're horrendous. Like a large majority of the people do not want that horse shit.
I'll be eating in Northampton after it's all said and done. I'm looking at. I was looking at.
All right. Who invited him on?
Time out.
Just take that knife.
I'm surprised you did.
Southerners, the red hot dogs are fine. I like that. I grew up on red
garbage.
Hot dogs. They're fine. That's fine. That's fine.
When you don't know, you don't know, right, Ra? When you don't know, they look, smell, and taste disgusting.
They come out red too on the other end too, which is fucking.
Yeah, it's not that is not healthy either.
They come out whole on the other end. Let's put that.
The day after Sacco, I thought I was passing a kidney or something. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was looking in the fucking toilet.
Fucking
first dump you took that had veins in it.
It was one of Steve's fucking abortion flushes. That's what it felt like.
Whatever that's encased in doesn't digest.
Exactly. It's like weathered leather. That's what makes it snap.
My brother had his reception at a VFW after his second wedding. It's really nice.
Oh,
yep. We had This
one's in pristine condition, right, Steve?
Yeah. You guys okay to comment?
This VFW's in great shape.
It's not in great shape. It is not.
That's why they're raising money, right? I mean, shit. They're going to be nice when
it's not in great shape. And myself and RA are going to be doing First Blood, and we were going to ask
Commander Tom's going to come on.
Tom Rambo.
So, fun fact: they actually based Rambo off of his life.
So I'm going to give you guys an out before you get in deeper trouble.
The whole Quabbin Reservoir thing is a myth. The whole Quabbin Reservoir thing is a myth. He went into those 3 towns, destroyed them.
I think it's a great idea to have that fundraiser over at the VFW. That nice.
Exactly. RA's getting married this weekend, so there's no possible way for him to go anyway, so it doesn't matter. He's scorched earth right now. But Steve, you, my friend, you're not going to get hit by a car. You're going to chafe your thighs so fucking bad. By hour 15, you're going to be on the ground.
Yeah.
He was talking about doing 10-minute miles earlier. 10-minute miles. Go on a treadmill and hit 6. 10 do that for 89 miles.
Well, so I gotta go 89 miles. The plan is Friday night I have my little guy, so I'm gonna bring him to his mother's house at 9 a.m. and take off from there, which is only a half a mile from here.
So you're just gonna leave the car and just start walking from there.
That's no other plan. What else can I do?
Just stop halfway, stay somewhere, get a tent.
I hope you get some saddle soap, my friend, because it's gonna be a rough one.
There's a couple of routes, but there's not a lot. There's not a lot of. I'm trying to stay off the main highway. I'm trying to stay off of like 295 or 395 or.
I don't think you can walk on you can't go like 146 to the Pike and then take 91 in Springfield.
But the thing,
just walk along the side of the road like a hobo.
It's such a long fucking walk. I want to call Tri-State Running Company, see if I can get some of those like lights or something like that you're gonna wear.
Like you're not gonna get one of those
reflecting jackets.
I have a couple of those actually.
It's just a bad situation.
Get one of those Christmas sweaters with the battery operated things.
I mean,
listen, Terry Fox ran across Canada with one leg. You can go to Florence in one day.
I mean, pardon me and RA for trying to bring a little fun to the program lately.
I mean, as far as I recall, I wasn't part of that conversation.
All we were trying to do was steer away from the political talk that's been going on.
Oh my god!
So Steve, since that show, you have since been told you can get a ticket if you do this challenge.
Yeah.
You had a show named after yourself. You had easily an hour where you were absolutely picked to the bone.
Yeah.
And now the coup de grace, Steve Elia guy made a song about you.
Oh, that
was a great song.
It was a great song. He does a great job.
Oh, so good.
So I don't. That's my only option. It was put out there. If anyone else wants to beat me or go further, they have the option to. But I think everyone realized that's just pure fucking punishment. And by every account that I've taken, it's going to take between 27 and 30 hours to do it. The thing is, I only have 36 hours to do it.
Are you backpacking with supplies? Anybody following you? Is it going to be a chase car with the flashes on?
He's going to be like this the whole way.
Yeah, what's the plan?
Pulling up his leg.
Ash grass or ass.
As far as a chase car, I'm not like a miner
$20
headed into California. Like I just bring in a backpack and some Vaseline.
Real quick.
sounds like a Friday night.
Hey.
Sounds like the exact
Toronto's going to be
scenario.
on 146. And
sounds like that exact
Friday
scenario
afternoon.
when you broke your street backpack and some Vaseline.
You can always pull Rosie. You can always
Stevie's
pull
in the money.
Rosie Ruiz. You know.
Yeah. I brought it up. There has been a little bit of backlash, especially during like the periscopes or in YouTube. Just can't avoid it really much in the chats or anything like that. So Kirk went on a little blocking spree. I think maybe like 5 to 10 guys. A lot of people are kind of, I don't know if they're unhappy with maybe some of the direction that a lot of politics that's going on. Does it bother you when they kind of head off in that direction for a little bit? Does it bother you guys to go with Tim first?
You know me, I'm the worst person to ask. I love everything about the show. I mean, I don't care what direction they go in. I am entertained on a daily basis. So you want to ask me what I think they should do or does it bother me? Worst guy to ask because everything they do, I love. Yeah, I don't care. Call me a yes man and ask because I don't give a shit. I love the show. I listen to it twice. Listen to every show twice. So on to the next person. I think it's been great.
I think it's a cumulative effect. Some people might be getting sick of it because they're getting text messages and they can't put on any TV without a goddamn ad in their face. Or they can't get any mail. You should see the pile of mail they have. That's all fucking ads for political fucking people. It's ridiculous. But I can tell you this. I am turning a hard right with politics. And it's been crazy. So I don't mind it personally. Like, I'm just I don't know what it is. It's like 1 week to go. It's like the marathon. And then, November 5th. Up vanishes like a fart in the wind.
What about you, RA? RA, what do you got?
I'm pretty sick of it. I like TJ said, you can't do anything without seeing politics. And I find the show is like an escape from reality, from this day-to-day shit. And it's just like when politics gets in there. And the thing is, it's not original takes. Like the stuff they are saying, you can turn on RKO from 3 to 7 and hear it. You can turn on Fox News and hear it. The thing with Kirk is that he presents things in such a unique light. And when they talk politics, it's not unique. It's just like any other show. He'll go after Mutt or like Courtney Fallon for saying like, oh, you can listen to this sports talk show. When they talk politics, they're just like any other show.
Can I just follow that up real quick?
Yeah.
Before Madawaska, Rob, before you go. The problem is that it's just like anything else because the stuff that we all listen to, seems to be on the right side of the politics here. You know what I mean? When Kirk says, Jesus, why did Donald Trump say that? All of us say that because Donald Trump can be an idiot. But also, when the big tech was on the blocking spree last week, I mean, we're all like, what the fuck? But no one's going against the grain on that, saying, oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
So it kind of, we're all on this is why we listen to Kirk, is because we're usually all on the same page with him and with Steve for the most part. I mean, there's some differences there, but a lot of the time it's the same. So that's why it seems like we're hearing the same noise over and over again.
And the other thing is, it is unavoidable. Like I do realize that there's
absolutely.
nothing else in the world going on right now that's more important than this, and that's all anyone is talking about. So you can't escape it. I just wish that there was a way. Like the past two shows, they've done a really good job of this.
Flu.
It's been great. The past two shows were very refreshing.
What do you got, Rob? How do you feel about this?
I'm more in Tim and Canton's. I love every show too. Steve fascinates me more than any human being that I've ever like witnessed in my entire life. And the knowledge that is in his head about politics is just it fascinates me. So I love listening to him talk about it. But I also love when Kirk just rips on these, pompous, self-righteous douchebags. Like Master Donato is a perfect example.
Oh.
Like, I mean, is he really having a tough?
ass.
It's a tough day for you that you're a paper. So you work for an irrelevant newspaper and cover an irrelevant sport, but this is a tough day for you. Like, have you had a tough day in your life then? You fucking douchebag. You know what I mean? He sucks. And then another douchebag. And another douchebag is Kevin Paul DuPont. I know Kirk talks about him all the time. He sucks too. The other day he tweets out. He tweets out, RBG has been dead for 38 days now. I was like, you fucking loser. Fucking 67 years ago, Mrs. DuPont just swallowed that fucking load. I hate him with a fiery passion. But that's why I like when Kirk talks about it, because he'll call out those two, and he'll call out a Republican if he says something bad too. That's why they bring politics into it, but he does it differently than anybody else does it, in my opinion. Because he calls them out and he makes it funny. That's what it should be.
When he calls people out, I agree. But for a while, they were talking like fracking.
Right.
And Biden's policies. And it's just you really can't get that anywhere else.
But I feel like
I do understand them calling people out, but my God, fracking.
But I feel like that's part of the comedy, because Kirk's not sitting there talking.
There was no comedy involved in that.
I mean, see, in my opinion, whenever Steve talks about that, I find it funny. So I'm just holy shit.
Part of it is Kirk trying to get it out of Steve.
Right.
Yes, exactly. I get where Rob's coming from, because the
fracking of Steve Robinson.
You can
mining for fucking comedy.
Whenever Kirk goes on a break and he'd leave it to Mike and Steve or just Steve, you can literally hear the blood rushing to his penis. And the first thing that comes out of his mouth is something politics. So I'm with Rob, fracking. Sure, we can get it somewhere else, but the way Kirk puts it, and then he knows Steve is Steve is wrapping himself up, getting to just say something completely fucking insane about fracking. And that's why I love it.
Is the best at doing that. Absolutely the best.
And Steve still falls for it every time. He just gets so excited.
It's fine.
Well, I did want to talk to Justin about Methadone Mile, but I want him to keep his job for another week. So unfortunately, won't hit that. I would like to maybe hear some stories about, I don't know, maybe getting told if he wants to suck his dick for a joint or something like that.
Did Justin ride the dragon while he was down there?
I would love to hear it. But so during the Periscope, they said that they had reached out and had a conversation with one Mike Gary today, and that Mike is going to be coming back the Monday of Thanksgiving. So I guess they're going to do a show Monday and Tuesday of that week.
Ooh. Can't wait.
So that gives 3 weeks until the return of Mike Gary. I did see he popped on one of the Periscopes. I think it was yesterday. He popped up for a little bit, and then people started typing his name, and he disappeared. Do you think it's a matter of that he learned everything that he needs to know at blind school, and that he thinks that he's got a better grasp of what's required of him in life going forward, or do you think that?
I can't stop.
Do you think? Oh, I'm serious. So do you think he just needs a fucking job?
I think Steve put it best. Let's thank Big Pharma.
What is it? What is it? What do you think? What is the reasoning behind? Because a month ago he said, you guys are better off just going on without me and not paying me. So, which means basically I quit. And Kirk basically told him, all right, you just do your thing and then we'll address it later on. And now he wants to come back. So is it a matter of I need a job, the medication's working, or is it this wonder school that he's going to?
I think it's
what
all,
are we
it's
thinking?
everything put into a basket.
Like superhero school.
I'm sure it's a little bit of all the above, but it is going to be a rude awakening that Monday.
I can't wait.
I can't imagine the phone calls. I can't
looking
imagine he's gonna.
What's gonna be?
If he's gonna crumble, we're gonna find out real quick.
Well, it's not going to be. See, that's the thing. It might be one day is not because what's the phone calls last for about an hour. So it's more or less a cumulative effect of day after day is what anyone could put up with some shit for a day. I mean, if your marriage only lasted, a day,
I don't know.
no
I mean, you did break Mike in one phone call.
That was not my fault.
Oh,
I'm quite honest with you, but regardless. So, what do you guys think that this is going to be on when he comes back? He comes back for that Monday. Do you think he's just testing the waters, or do you think he's going to make a return?
Rob, why don't you go first?
Yeah, go ahead, Rob.
I think he's going to make. I think like you said, I think it's a combination of all three. He's got to be thinking in his head. I mean, I don't want to blow the best opportunity I might ever have in my entire career. I mean, let's be honest.
There you go. I mean, there it is.
There it is.
There it is. Some dog's getting abused right now.
Michael Vick's coming in the door right now. Take care of that shit. Fucking I think he's got to. I mean, that's how I personally would feel. You just got to be thinking like, holy shit, I can't let this opportunity pass me by. So maybe he is just going to jump in, see how it feels, and then keep that connection the whole way through. Because Kirk's been pretty honest about saying, hopefully going forward, he has a part in the show, even if it's not every day, even if he wants to, do something else. I mean, he's going to have to figure it out on his own. I hope he's better. I mean, I love Mike.
Sure.
Mike adds lots to the show, I think.
Tim?
As much as I joke about it, I'm very, very, very happy that Mike's getting help. Anybody, I can't imagine, believe it or not, Steve and I talk a lot, and I think we're both insane because we both think we're the most sane. But because I can't imagine what it's like to suffer from mental health issues. I know very close family members that suffered drastically from it. So I'm always happy to hear that someone's getting some help. I do think he can come back with the right treatment plan. Mental health is like any other disease. You got to treat it. And I think if Mike gets the right treatment, I think it'll be fine. I'm not sure that it's a matter of this is the job that he wants as much as he wants to be in the world doing some sort of podcast, whether it's about comedy or not. Regardless, God bless Mike. I'm glad he's coming back, and I can't fucking wait for that first day.
So you don't think he's returning because it's like too much of like the Dynamis fucking cancer ranch where he's sick of working because he's putting up French posters.
What are you implying about his superhero school? What are you saying? Free labor?
Anytime you get an Imus reference, it's fucking gold, man. I love Imus.
I think he might be hey, Rob just talked about it. I think maybe he's getting a perspective, and everybody needs to. I firmly believe everybody should be able to unplug for a certain amount of time from their work, from their life, and just get their head right. That's why they have sabbaticals. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Everybody should have a mental health check every year. That's just like getting your teeth cleaned. Why can you get your teeth cleaned twice a year, but you can't go to a fucking psychiatrist without paying for it?
Sure.
So I think he'll come back, and I think he'll hit the reset button. Then it's a question of how long it will last, though. That's different.
All right, you're on fire tonight, and I'll probably get blamed for it. What do you think?
No, I think that it's good that I think he's testing the water. I mean, I don't think he wants to just dive right back in like full blown like at first. But I think if he just goes in, maybe he'll go in like twice that week, maybe if he feels good on Monday. But like Tim said, I'm happy for the guy that he's actually getting help. But my God, is he going to take a bludgeoning that day? So if there's any sort of weakness or any sign of him not being ready, we're going to find out pretty quickly.
Sure.
Best way to do it. Rip the Band-Aid off.
I got two things. Tim and Ken, where do you get free cleanings for your teeth? I'd like to know that.
Well, you know.
For sure.
I go to
Madawaska Rob. How old are you?
38 years old.
Well, Mike Gary's good, about 10 years younger than you. Maybe he's going through the same thing you went through.
Hey, even though this,
you know what I
Mike originally had told me at some point that when Kirk had brought my name up about the show at one point, and Mike says he's aspiring to be me. He's I said, Jesus Christ, Mike, I'm aspiring to be a fucking 10 years younger blind man sitting on a fucking shit on every day. Okay,
right. I'm just saying. I mean,
I know what you mean.
Like it could be relationship, family shit, show shit, whatever it was. I need to take a break and do some fencing.
Right.
You know, just get another hobby under your belt. But I know that first show back over under. What would be watched more? Geraldo Rivera opening fucking Al Capone's vault, or this might be nothing there too. But
who's gonna watch
or this show?
Who gets more views, Courtney Fallon's podcast or, the first 2 minutes of Mike Gary fucking coming back on it? I have a bone to pick with Courtney Fallon first. I don't know how all you guys feel about it, but she goes on there and she bitches about Greg Dickinson. She shits on Greg Dickinson. She gives no examples of him being a bad person other than the fact that he looks ugly, I guess. I don't fucking know. But like, newsflash to her, he was the sideline reporter for the 2007-2008 Celtics championship team. She was fucking saucing with Greg Hill. Like, who the fuck does she think she is? I can't stand her. She's the perfect person of why I took a break. Is a fucking no talent cute bags that are on the air now making
you just
money.
told me something I just remembered.
Yeah.
She did the saucing with fucking Greg Hill.
Oh yeah, fucking, what are you doing? Like,
listen,
up. I can't stand it. I fucking hate it.
I smoked a lot of marijuana in my time, so things just go one here and right out the other a lot of the time. And just from you guys watched when you did that trivia show a couple weeks ago, I can't remember shit.
Yeah.
So
everything gets stuck right up in here. That's probably why it's fucking about to explode.
Of course, the guy above me right here remembers anything.
Yes.
Watch this.
Right.
What's Kirk's mother's cell phone number?
Tim, you
What-
don't
oh.
remember?
What's it?
Oh,
Is her
boy.
cell phone number? 617-842-6117.
That's fucking incredible.
All
Sorry,
right, so-
I was just updating some histrionics.
So good.
So
So good.
the hunt for the have you made any progress in the hunt for the Suburban?
Mm-hmm. A little help from my friend. Yes, I have.
So we got something's going on, and you're gonna lead.
I've got a few leads from a good friend, a good source who just contacted me directly because he's got my my number and he sent me some leads. So I just want to thank my friend from Maine. I'm following up on that. I'm following up on the 5th grade school teacher. I could go the easy route. I know I could probably find that out very quickly by maybe asking a certain family member. That ain't the way it's done. It's the challenge.
Even if that thing is non-operational, if we could get that thing and make a picture booth out of it, that would be fantastic.
Let's just say when I find it, there will be a black light involved.
Yeah. Right. So before we get out of it, do you guys have anything? Does anyone have anything they want to address? Because getting to the end of it over here. TJ, you got anything before we leave?
Nope.
No. What do you got?
Nope.
What do you got? What do you got, Tim?
One quick thing, Justin, you want to post this? Rob, I want to say welcome back, buddy.
Oh, I saw that today.
Did
Did you see that?
You're a fucking maniac.
You see Joe from Virginia? Joe from Virginia posted that today. He must have been reading it, and I said,
Oh, really? No,
Yeah.
this was me locally the other day. I took it when I was thinking of you.
Fucking asshole.
Sorry, buddy. I had to.
Is that a purse?
But now, the more I'm thinking about it, at least it gives a couple of kids a job, right? I mean, if you
There you
put
go,
them back,
see?
it gives them something to do out there in the fucking.
I'm a
market.
giver, right?
That's it.
Giving somebody something to do.
I said
That's
nothing.
between civilized people and savages is whether or not you can put away a shopping cart.
No,
I could not agree more.
all right. Next Wednesday, you're going to be because you got a big week next week. Big
Mm.
week. What's going?
Kind
You're
of.
going to be around. You're going to be around.
Yeah, I'll be around.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll be around. Yeah, I'll be around.
All right.
Wah,
Well,
wah.
Rob, thank you very
Yeah.
much for coming on, man.
Hey, it was an honor.
welcome back.
It was an honor.
Real quick, Rob, any chance Some Insane News comes back?
I hope so. My wife's St. Megan's pushing for it. She thinks it's an outlet for me. She's like, you got too much energy fucking stocked up in that head.
There was that one show you said somebody was ejaculating by putting something up the tip of their fucking penis. I forget what it was, but
I think
man, that
a
was
s-
scary.
I think it was a snake. They stuck a snake up in their fucking.
What the
up in
fuck?
there. Yeah,
Interesting.
All right.
That's disgusting. Yeah,
Justin, with that, I hope everyone has a nice night. And Justin, we are out here.